Hi, thanks for joining me for this flow. So this particular sequence is going to focus on our abdominal area. So let's get started on our backs. Roll down onto your back, place your feet hip width apart, and gently rest your hands onto your tummy. Maybe look down towards your nose and mouth or close your eyes. Breathe in and fill your belly up with air. And exhale, soften your abdominals. Let your air out. Inhale deeply once again, filling your belly up with air, almost like a balloon. And exhale, let the air out. Again, inhale. And exhale. This time as you inhale, extend your palms upward towards your heels. Inhale. As you exhale, peel your ribcage up off of the floor and bring your gaze down into your belly button. Your fingertips reach towards your heels. Just hold here. Right, see if you can funnel the tension down into your abdominals and out of your neck. Sometimes that means we need to bring our bodies up a little bit higher. And then gently reach towards your right pinky toe and then your left pinky toe. Right pinky toe and left pinky toe. Right and left. Right and left, right and left, and simply release down onto your back once again. Pause for an inhale and an exhale. Next inhale, fill your body with life, fill it with air. As you exhale, bring your ribcage up off the floor. Again, reaching your fingertips towards your heels. Bring your right knee up and then your left knee up. So your shins are parallel to the floor and your knees are stacked over your hips. Touch your right toe down and then back up, and then your left and back up. Do your best again to funnel the tension down into your lower abdominals. If you feel a lot of neck strain, then gently lower your chest down and continue to work your legs, alternating your toes, touching the floor, a right and left, and a right and left. And then gently hug your legs into your body and release. Last abdominal exercise. Place your feet onto your floor. Fingertips onto your thighs, close to your knees. Keep your shoulders back and down. Take an inhale. As you exhale, press into your feet and slide your fingers past your thighs. See if you can reach the tops of your knees. And then exhale down. Inhale deeply. Exhale. And back down. Inhale. As you exhale, pull your belly button down to lift your body up. And keep going for 4. For 3. Shoulders away from your ears. For 2. And for 1, and hold. And gently release. Toe heel your feet a little bit wider than your hips and let your knees fall to the right and left. Just releasing any tension that you might have been holding in your lower back and into your hip flexors. Just let it go. When you're even from right to left, bring your knees into your body. Give yourself a nice I love me hug. And as you exhale your next breath, start to rock forward and back. Massage your spine and work your abdominal muscles here, grabbing onto the backs of your legs if you haven't already done so. And then find your balance on your sit bones. Hug your thigh bones close to your body, shoulders away from your ears. See if you can find some length through your lower back. If it's available to you, stretch your right leg and then bend it. And then stretch your left and then bend. And maybe stretch both legs. Grabbing onto your legs, hugging yourself nice and tight. Maybe release one hand, maybe both hands. Good. Gently place your feet onto the floor. Keep your body there. Exhale a little bit lower. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. And inhale all the way up. Bring your knees into your body. Give yourself a nice hug. So feet are planted into the floor. Arms wrap around the front of your shins. Shoulders away from your ears. Tall spine. Breathe into your abdominals as your abdominals push against your thighs. And exhale, soften. And then cross your ankles, come into a tabletop position. So hands are underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips, finding a neutral spine. As you inhale, let's stretch out those abdominals by lifting the chin. Tailbone extends upward, belly reaches downward. As you exhale, work your abdominal muscles here by pulling them in and up. Press into your hands, press into your shins. Inhale, stretch out your lower abdominals. And exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, stretch your front body. And exhale, stretch your back body. Last time, inhale. And exhale. Come to a neutral spine. And bring your toes to touch. Knees as wide as feels comfortable, and soften your forehead down and send your hips to your heels. Stretch out your back body here. And then come back into your tabletop position. Hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. And extend your right leg behind you. Flex your foot and lower your toes down to the floor. Shift your shoulders back behind your wrists so that you invite a stretch in the back of your right leg. Keep your lower abdominals lifted up. And then gently shift your shoulders back over your wrists. Lift your leg really, really high. Stretching out your front body, lift your chin, stretch your leg, and then curl it in, nose to knee. Pause here, hollow out through your abdominals, and then bring it across to your left elbow, across to your right elbow, and then straight back behind you, lift it high, and lower it down. Left leg extends behind you, flex your foot, lower your toes down. Send your weight back so that your shoulders are behind your wrists. Your left leg engages in a stretch. Press into your hands and lift your abdominal muscles up. Then shift your shoulders back over your wrists. Lift your leg really, really high. Start to arch your back as you lift your chin, lift your leg, stretch your knee. And then curl it in, nose to knee to nose, working your abdominal muscles here. And then bring your knee across to your right elbow. And then to your left elbow. Then straight back behind you once again, lift the chest, lift the leg. And lower it down. Tuck your toes and pull your hips back, downward facing dog. Big upside down V here. Energize your heels down towards the floor. Energize your hands, palms down through your floor. Breathe into the backs of your legs. Breathe into your spine. Invite a lift of your lower abdomens here. And inhale to your high plank position. Pausing here. Know that you can always soften your knees down onto the floor. Taking the variation of your knees down is an awesome option if it feels particularly challenging for your legs to be straight. Wherever you are, on your next exhale, slowly lower yourself down onto your floor. Slow and controlled. Moving into Sphinx pose, press the tops of your feet down into the floor. Bring your forearms down onto the floor. Your elbows go underneath your shoulder sockets. Spread your fingers out. And gently press into your forearms to send your shoulder blades back towards your spine and your heart to shine forward. Then find a slight opening through your front body. Draw your chin in to lengthen through your neck. For some, this may not feel like a huge opening, a huge stretch, but it is a very nice, gentle opening for the front body. This is also an extension through the lower back. And if you draw your shoulders back, it invites more of an extension through the upper spine as well. So notice where you feel any sensations. Maybe they're slight sensations. Maybe they're a little intense. Maybe there's an opening sensation or something else. Just notice. This is also a strengthener for your shoulders and your triceps. And then gently release, lowering down. Bring the palms to face up. Back of your arms down onto the floor on either side of you. Toes touch, heels fall open. Breathe into your lower back. Then chin comes out in front of you. Extend your hands shoulder width apart and press up into your hands. Shoulders draw away from your ears. Extend through your legs and press the tops of your feet down into your floor. Maybe start to walk your hands closer to your body, but never force or strain anything, okay? Especially in back bends, we want to be mindful. Mindful that we don't press down into our spine, yet we create length in order to create the back bends. This again is a great strengthener for your arms and shoulders by drawing your shoulder blades in closer towards your spine, away from your ears. This also opens up your front body, so allow your heart to shine forward. Find a lift through your lower abdomen. Now, if you'd like, you can start to bend into your knees. Feeling a stretch in the front of your thighs, possibly in the front of your hip bones. Maybe flex your feet and notice how that feels. Notice how that changes the sensation in your back bend. And maybe point your feet, press more into your hands, bend your knees further, and start to bring your forehead and your toes closer together. If at any point you feel too much stress in your lower back, simply release out of the shape. No need to force or strain. With your next exhale, mindfully, gently, come out of it slowly. And then toes touch, heels fall open, palms face up on either side of you, opposite ear down onto the floor. Bring your chin out in front of you and make a pillow with your hands stacked one on top of the other. And then bend into your right knee, moving into half frog. So your right knee comes close to your body. Your left leg extends long. You can keep your forehead down, or you can turn your gaze towards your right knee. You can stay here and breathe. Or if you'd like to go a little bit further, go ahead and extend your right leg, maybe grabbing onto your foot with your right hand. Wherever you are, breathe. If you extend your left hand up over your head and lengthen it out, you'll find a long line from your left fingertips through your left side body, through your left extended leg. And sometimes that can feel very inviting. And even if you don't feel a deep stretch, it is in fact extending and lengthening the fascia in your body. And then gently release. Extend your right leg and let it meet your left. And then exchange legs. So your left knee comes up close to your body. You can keep your hands as a pillow for now and take your gaze in the opposite direction. Breathe into your lower back and your hips. And if you extended your right leg for a deeper variation, feel free to do that on the left side as well. Again, I invite you to extend through your right arm so that you have a long line from your right fingertips through your right side body, through your right leg. And even if you don't feel an intense stretch, it does indeed lengthen the fascia. Everything is connected. And when we work one side of the body, it affects the other. When we turn our head one way or the other, it's going to open the fascia in our body in a different way. And same for all the movements in our body. And then gently release. Allow your left leg to meet your right. And then gently slide yourself back to your child's pose. Toes touch, knees as wide as feels comfortable. Soften your forehead down and then your hips release towards your heels. You can keep your hands stacked, one on top of the other. Or extend your arms out in front of you. Or release your hands so that the backs of your hands are onto the floor, shoulders dome forward. And then gently bring yourself upright. Separate your thigh bones hip width apart. Two options here. You can keep the tops of your feet down onto the floor, or another variation, which is quite nice, that will invite a stretch underneath your toes, is to tuck your toes underneath. Either keep your toes tucked or feet on the floor. Your choice. Then take your hands to your lower back, fingertips point down. Roll your shoulder blades to open your heart space. Invite your elbows towards one another. Lift your chest and start to bring your focus up along the ceiling and towards the wall behind you. Pause at any point. It's not about how deep we go into a back bend, it's about how we go and the sensations that we feel in our body as we move. So feel free to keep your hands on your low back. You can also continue to reach back towards your heels and allow your heart to lift up even more. Press your hips forward, open up your front body, allow your chin to lift, your heart space to open. Gentle hug of your inner thighs. Keep your breath steady. To release, place your hands onto your lower back. Bring your torso upright. If you've tucked your toes, gently untuck them. Let your your hips release to your heels and palms come down onto your thighs. Pause for a breath in and breath out. Moving into a spine stretch. So for this one, make sure that you don't turn your head. We want to keep both sides of the neck equally long. So bring your heels in towards one another underneath your seat. Take your hands out to either side and open the palms. Lift up your seat and grab your heels from the inside, thumbs on the outside. Shift your weight back, draw your chin in, and start to roll down so that your forehead is as close to your knees as possible. Then begin to lift your hips up. Gently connect the crown of your head to the floor without pressure on the crown of your head. Hug your heels towards one another. Lift your hips high. Hollow out through your abdominals to stretch out your back. Do your best to keep your thighs and forehead close together. And then gently bring your hips back onto your heels and roll up through your spine. Last thing to release is the chin from your chest. Place your hands onto your thighs and pause here for an inhale and an exhale. Then place your hips onto your mat. Bring your legs out in front of you. Popcorn your knees a little bit. Then bend into your knees and either grab the backs of your legs or extend your arms out in front of you. With your exhale, draw your belly button in and roll onto your back, slow and steady, one vertebra at a time. Press down through your feet. Press down through your hands on either side of your body. And as you inhale, arch your back. As you exhale, seal your back to the floor, press through your feet, and lift your hips up for your bridge. Maybe wiggle your shoulders underneath and grab your heels with your fingertips. Space between chin and chest. Press into your feet, lift your hip bones high, and then gently roll down one vertebrae at a time. You can either do one more set just like that, or you can go into a wheel. So, bridge, as you're ready, go up, hold for 3 to 5 breaths, and slowly descend. Wheel. Take the tops of your hands against the floor. Press into your feet. Press into your hands, and on your exhale, press on up. Hold for 3 to 5 breaths. As you're ready, tuck your chin in and lower yourself down. Slow and controlled. When you are all the way flat, release your arms, toe heel your feet wider than your hips, and let your knees go right and left. When you're even from right to left, give your knees a nice hug. Draw them into your body. Interlace your fingers or grab your wrists on top of your shins and gently pull. And then extend through your toes, extend through your fingertips. Big breath in. And as you exhale, melt onto one side. Then press to an upright seated shape. Cross your ankles or sit on your shins. Find a tall spine. Place your hands onto your knees. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Then cross your left hand to your right knee, right hand to the base of your spine. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, gentle twist. Draw your chin in, look over your shoulder. Collarbone stays broad. Then gently bring your eyes forward and unwind. Pause in the center. And then bring your right hand across your left knee, left hand to the base of your spine. Inhale, lengthen, tall spine. Exhale, look over your shoulder. Draw your chin in, lengthen your neck. And gently bring your gaze forward and unwind. Place your hands onto your knees, onto your lap, onto your abdomen, or onto your heart. Soften your gaze or close your eyes. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, and pause. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pause. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, and pause. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pause. Again, inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time, inhale. And exhale. Thank you so much for joining me for this movement. The light in me honors the light in you. Thank you.